Alrighty, I'm Landon Eldridge, and I'm going to tell you guys about the native plant and pollinator interactions at the Pine Hill Preserve, which is a rare plant ACEC, Area of Critical Environmental Concern. So why study for bees? They're generally regarded as the main pollinator of flowering plants. And previous to the work that me and some of my coworkers did, there had only been one plant that was studied for its pollinators on the preserve. And identifying pollen specialists, specialists, generalists, and having baseline information just gives us another tool for future, to promote our plant communities. Okay, so this is a little smaller than I thought. Okay, so how does it help the rare plants? So the charismatic megafauna, like Bombus van Dijkii in the center, and then the small, more obscure species like Ceratina in the bottom right, all have fill key niches in the plant pollinator network. Okay. Study sites, Pine Hill Preserve, which is about 35 miles east of Sacramento. It's the green polygon on the right, and it's about 5,000 acres of managed lands. It's a cooperative conservation effort between 10 different agencies, and we have about 10% of California's native flora, 8 rare plants, and the gabbro soils of the rescue series are what give rise to the floral diversity that we have. And then we use vegetation management for the rare plants, which is kind of turning a manzanita and chamise dominated area into a more open area that gives more of those resources, or the rare plants and other native forbs, access to those resources that would otherwise be taken up. And then our methods, so starting in 2014, we were hand netting, labeling, and freezing and pinning each specimen, and then the pinned specimens would be sent to taxonomists for ID. Our results, so the chart, I just have plants across the top and the bees that visit them going down. We surveyed a total of 65 plants. 60 of these were native. Rare plants were visited by 68 of 143 of the total bee species identified, and then Wyethia reticulata, which is one of our rare plants, was visited by 40 bee species, which is more than any other plant in our survey, and Gallium californicum subspecies Sierra was not visited by any bees in the survey. Okay, a couple of the rare plant relationships that I wanted to focus on. Calisthesia stebbentia, the Stebbins morning glory, is federally endangered. Its population's flourishing in burned areas, and it's visited regularly by Diadasia bituberculata, which is the bee in the center. And this bee has a narrow preference for morning glory pollen. It nests in bare soil in this area within the Calisthesia population, and the males and females regularly contact the sexual parts of the flower, which is kind of unique because usually that's more specific to the female bees that are collecting pollen. And then for the Pine Hill flannel bush, which is the plant on the right, Fremonodendron decumbens, also federally endangered, and it actually needs fire for germination. And this is the one plant that I mentioned was studied previous to our study as far as its pollinators. And in the study that came out from Boyd in '94, it made up roughly 9% of the bee visitations to Pine Hill flannel bush, and it hasn't been seen in our surveys, but Eucera stretchii, which is not pictured here, was made up roughly 89% of the visitations, and we'd see it regularly. So we still need to do more research into what happened with the Calanthidium, but with the Eucera and with the Diadasia, these are both ground nesting species, and we have reason to suspect that the fuels treatment activities that we have give these bees more access to the bare soil for ground nesting. Lastly, I just want to thank Dr. Dylan Burge and all the other taxonomists that are out there bringing diversity to light, and the future researchers of the preserve. Thank you.